So tap in, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Tay Luciano 88. Um, just coming in to tap in real quick. Was watching Blacc Sam had an interview with Big Boy a couple of days ago. I'm not too late. It was like what 2 3 days ago. Um, and that whole interview was so inspirational, so heartfelt. You know what I'm saying? Um, Blacc Sam is, for those who don't know, Blacc Sam is Nipsey Hussle brother. You know what I'm saying? Both of them is from Los Angeles, California. You know what I'm saying? Um, and that whole interview was real to the core. You know what I mean? It showed, I think everybody got the chance to see for the first time Blacc Sam speak on Nipsey in a real depth, the real depth situation. He had, a lot of love for his brother. What I got out of it was motivation, inspiration. You know what I'm saying? He had mad love for his brother. You know what I'm saying? Much respect for him and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Um, and it was some hustling, getting dudes. They was down for the cause. Like, you know what I'm saying? And they had many roadblocks before they got successful. Many roadblocks and kept going. I was just listening to all the times that, Blacc Sam got hit up, went to jail a couple of times and he kept going. You know what I mean? And he was by his brother's side the whole way through. You know what I mean? He was by his brother's side all the way through. You know what I mean? But what I got out of it was real. It was, you know what I'm saying, basically two peas in a pot. You feel me? Um, and it just showed me that anything is possible. Lifted, what it do, gang? What it do, man? Yeah, anything is possible. That's what I got out that interview. You know what I mean? And this was the first time that we actually seen Blacc Sam in an interview, since the death of Nipsey. You know what I mean? It's a lot of things going on in the media and you know what I mean? But I think that was the most important thing, hands down. You know what I'm saying? And it was just real inspirational. It was real inspirational. You know what I mean? But in the midst of them coming up, in the midst of Blacc Sam and Nipsey coming up, you know what I'm saying? I'm quite sure they got a lot of hate. You know what I'm saying? There was probably a lot of other things that Sam didn't speak on. You know what I'm saying? But you could see that he had his brother back 100% or whatever he was doing, whatever, you know what I'm saying, whatever time Nipsey was on, you know what I mean? And that it's messed up because the same people that Nip was around started hating on him. Let me close this door, it's loud as hell. You know what I'm saying? The same people that Nip was around, you know what I'm saying, as far as the 60s, some of them dudes started to hate. You know what I'm saying? And you could just tell from the beginning he was destined to be great. It's funny how, and I heard the story before when Blacc Sam was saying that, Nip came back, got out of school one day and came in the crib with a bunch of computer pieces and, different parts and different mechanics and actually built a computer. You know what I'm saying? And that was like probably like my second or third time hearing that. But like, dude actually built a computer. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So you can see right then and there, his mind was already elevated. That's what I took out of it. You know what I'm saying? This dude maybe was probably, Nip probably at the time was, I forget how old he said he was, but um, you could see right then and there that, you know, Nip was destined to be great. You know what I'm saying? He was destined for greatness. Anytime you could build a computer and then turn around and, you know what I'm saying, they was doing, burning CDs and shit, and then build the burner inside the computer. You know what I'm saying? I took that real deeply because that was just a mind of intelligence. You know what I'm saying? That was mind over matter. type of thing. You know what I'm saying? And to hear that, and for his brother to witness that, you know, that's deeper than rap. That's deeper than any any money, any check. You know what I'm saying? And he kept going, and they had, like I said, they had many roadblocks. They had a lot of times to say, you know what, it's over with. I'm gonna just go ahead and get a regular job or whatever. So you know what I mean? What? So for him to sit up and build a computer with a whole burner inside the computer, that's deep. You know what I'm saying? That's straight up. That's some whole other shit. That's really some Elon Musk type of, you know what I'm saying, type of time. So what I took from it, he was going to be great whether he did music or not did music. You know what I'm saying? So for him to have that, mindset already is deeper than it's deeper than anything else. Straight up. What you doing? So it's deeper than anything that he was doing. So
I'm talking alive. Snakes alive.
so you know what I mean? Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? You could tell that bothers him on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? The fact that Nip is no longer here, you know, um, and that's something that I know for a fact that, you know what I mean, that he thinks about on a daily. Same mother, same father, you know what I mean? I know Blacc Sam is only like 2 years older than him, so they was very close, grew up in the same household, you know. So, and I know that probably affect his father deeply. So, that's what I just got out of it.
I'm not silent.
You know what I mean?
I'm already about to start. I already started. Yeah, like we should put this up close to me, bro. We should be all on there.
To all over, you want to be all over.
Find out what you know.
So that's definitely what I got out of it. You know what I'm saying? The whole interview. That's what I got out of it, hands down. Um, Very inspirational interview. If y'all haven't watched it, definitely go check it out. Um, did the interview with Big Boy. It was well put together. Well, I think it was well needed. For everything that's been going on. It's been a lot of dust kicked up on Nip name since he done passed. It's been a lot of um, scrutiny on his name. You know what I mean? I think they was really trying to extort him. You know what I'm saying? I really believe that because I noticed how when he said that when he brought Khaled to the hood, when he brought Khaled to the hood, and how all the hate he was getting. You know what I mean? Say when Khaled did the video in the hood, I feel like they was even trying to line up Khaled in a certain type of way. And you know what I'm saying? And he had to, Nip and Blacc Sam was protecting, Khaled. I feel like Big U, you know, um, was trying to perhaps line up Khaled or trying to extort him, you know what I mean? Um, but it's always like that, the ones you come up with always gonna have, the most hate for you. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. They always gonna have the most hate for you, especially when you winning and when you can't be stopped. The hate is definitely gonna be real. You know what I'm saying? The hate is definitely gonna be real. So, they was just destined for greatness. They was destined to be great. I think Blacc Sam was destined to be great. You know what I'm saying? and and Nipsey was destined to be great. I really believe that. I really truly believe Sam and Nip was just destined to be great. You know what I mean? He comes from a whole different type of background. His whole background is they're known to thrive. You know what I'm saying? They're known to be self motivated, self sufficient, independence. You know what I mean? At an all time high. I remember when uh, Bullets Ain't Got No Name first dropped. I remember all of those mixtapes, and I remember when what made me get up on that and start really listening to his music. I remember the video, the song he had with Lloyd. You know what I'm saying? I remember, and this was back when this was before YouTube blew up. This was before all the social media blew up, and I remember seeing that video, feeling myself with Lloyd, and I remember saying to myself like, "Damn, who is this nigga?" Like, and I remember saying to myself like, I already knew he was from LA, but I remember just seeing that and how much play he used to get off of that song, and that was like 2000 and late 2009, 2010. So I was up on Nipsey like 2010 because, like I said, the video he had with Lloyd, the song he had with Lloyd, Feeling Myself, and they used to play that like crazy on BET, like on a daily basis. Like every other hour they was playing that. And I remember saying to myself, like, yeah, all right, I could just tell that dude gonna be big. And that, like I said, that was back when he had the long braids. He was super loped out, you know what I'm saying, and all of that. Like, and just to see his journey and his growth, I knew that he was gonna be one of the ones. You know what I'm saying? I just knew it. Like, oh, he from that side. He coming from LA. I knew that he was gonna be one of the ones that was big on the scene, that was holding shit down. You know what I'm saying? Just from that video, and then I remember the other video he had, Hustle in the House. That was around the same time. I want to say Hustle in the House came a little after that. It was both of them was around the same time, but you know what I'm saying. Hustle in the House was that one of the ones too. I think Feeling Myself got a little bit more play. It was a little bit more radio friendly. Um, you know what I'm saying. Um, but them early mixtapes that Nip was dropping was definitely well needed. You know what I'm saying, at that point in time on the West Coast. So um, seeing that, I just knew off tops like, yeah, he's definitely gonna be one of the ones that come and start a whole new wave, start a whole new, you know what I'm saying, something different. And each song he was putting out was getting better and better, better production, better videos, and better, you know what I'm saying, just all around better, you know what I'm saying. And man, I know this kid's going crazy, but I already knew that the songs that he was already doing, that he was it, he was destined to be great. You know what I'm saying? And to me, he was more so like our modern day Tupac. I always said that about Nip, especially when he really got into his zone and the things he would talk about. Because the things that he would talk about always reminded me of like Pac. And he always big up Pac, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? But the things he would talk about in his interviews, and the things he would touch bases on in some on some of his songs, I just felt like he was just like the modern day Pac. You know what I'm saying? Because the things that you would hear Pac say, and the things he would talk about would make you really think like, damn, that was just deep. And a lot of stuff would go over a lot of people's heads. But I knew right then and there, like, yo, Nip is like the modern day Pac. You know what I'm saying? Got the street edge, coming from where he come from. You know what I'm saying? Still get with you. You know what I'm saying? Still squabble with you and everything. But he's, it's deeper than that. It's bigger than that. and that was kind of like how Pac was. So you know, it's just crazy. I wish, you know what I'm saying, like I just wish that he was still around. You know what I'm saying, to where we have probably more albums from him because he was just really getting in that zone to where I think it was definitely gonna be. We already know more to come, more great things, more great, um, make more great positive energy coming from them, straight up. You know what I'm saying? And it's just sad, man, that his time was cut short over some bull. You know what I'm saying? It's just so messed up that that be the crazy thing about it. I think people could deal with more, you know, people could handle more when it's like, you know, when you pass on, you go on to the next light, the next phase of life. When you pass on, if it's like health wise or you know what I'm saying, something like that, people could accept that more. Say if he died from a heart attack or a stroke or you know what I'm saying, even though it's still messed up, but people could accept that more. But when it's senseless violence or when it's senseless or something that really didn't have to go down, over dudes over here hating for you, that they act like they once had love for you, that's when it hurt the most. You know what I'm saying? Because then you backtrack and say, damn, what if we never would have been up there that day? Or what if I never, you know what I'm saying, was from where I'm from? You know what I'm saying? You had all this in the back of your mind, like, damn, what if I never was, hanging around so much? You know what I mean? Or wasn't, still being a part of the hood. And, that's what makes it real bad. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes it real messed up. You know what I'm saying? Because you still have those things in the back of your head that'll play out every single day, especially when you have somebody like Sam that was very close with his brothers. Now, people got brothers all the time. There's a lot of people that have brothers, and you know what I'm saying, that's like, you know, that they came up with, but maybe not as close. Like them two dudes right there was real close, like super close. You know what I'm saying? They was really ride or die for each other. So when something tragically happens, it just make you think like, damn, what could I did? What could I possibly could have did better? Damn, was that, like, and then you start faulting yourself. And you know what I'm saying? Even the part when he was like, damn, I never did drugs, don't drink, don't smoke, but since this done happened, I have really thought about that. And you right then and there, that tells you that this is something he's dealing with every day on a day-to-day basis. You know what I'm saying? That, I have thought about even taking drugs. You know what I'm saying? And it's that's something he gotta wear every day. You know what I'm saying? That's something he gotta wear on his sleeve, in his heart every day, that his brother is no longer with us. And if we just regular people that that just love his music, that love what Nip stood for and stand for, that we just love the things that Nip was standing for, then I could just imagine that, how his brother feels on a daily basis. I could just imagine, the things that his brother has um, going through since then. Nip been not with us for the last past um, like 6 years or so, or something like that. I want to say about 6 years now, or getting close. I think it's been about 6 years. I think it's definitely been about 6 years that that Nip hasn't been here. So for him, it's just for Sam to still be here, still look good, still striving, still bigging him up. I think that's some of the realest shit ever. You know what I'm saying? Because you can just almost see that he's a warrior. You know what I'm saying? Blacc Sam is a warrior because it would have been plenty of dudes broken down on drugs, looking bad, and you see that this something that's on his mind constantly. You know what I'm saying? On a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? On a constant base. You know what I mean? And for him to still be holding the marathon up, for him to still be, representing for his brother the way he does, salute. You know what I'm saying? Much love, much respect. You know what I'm saying? Sam is definitely one of them dudes that you would love to just meet. You know what I'm saying? And not even on nothing. It ain't got to be no business, no music, no nothing. He just hold that ground to like, damn man, if you don't know him, that's one of the people that I know for a fact that I would love to meet if I ever got a chance to meet. Let alone interview or try to interview just to kick it with him. Just to because I have brothers, and by the grace of God, I still have my brothers, but I can only imagine how that would feel. You know what I'm saying? Man, that's and for them to be as close, and for him to finally um, have a sit down, it was definitely well needed in the culture. It was definitely well needed in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And I'm quite sure it's been a lot of people try to hit up Sam to do an interview with, and for him to do it with Big Boy, I think that was epic. It was something that
I'm
was
gonna try to clean up the cross in the paint.
well needed in the hip hop culture, because like I said, I know it's been a lot of people that done hit up Sam and try to get an interview. I'm quite sure since Nip hasn't been here, I'm quite sure it's been people, um, Breakfast Club, from Bootleg Kev to no no jumper. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely quite sure it's been a lot of people on the West Coast, the East Coast, down south, big facts, all the well known popping, cracking podcasters and YouTubers then try to get an interview from Blacc Sam. I know it has. From what I'm saying, from drink champs to everybody. So for him to sit down and do it with Big Boy, what I'm saying, was very, I think, honestly, I think that was very well needed. Definitely one of the best interviews out the year, what I'm saying, so far. We only got, what, like 4 or 5 months left for this year. Um, and that was hands down my favorite interview already out this year. What I'm saying? It's been a lot of bull going on. It's been a lot of buffoonery. It's been a lot of, just a lot of unnecessary stuff that's been going on. And I think that was very, very well needed. Like, that really touched me. You know what I'm saying? And I haven't really been going live like that. Been kind of, what I'm saying, but been in back in the work field. But once I seen that and heard that, and I watched the whole interview yesterday, man, that that was one of the realest interviews, hands down. You know what I mean? And it was times that he actually sounded like Nip. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was so real and it was so heartfelt. Like, words can't even describe how good of an interview that was. Like, that was well put together. Shout out to Blacc Sam again. Shout out to Big Boy for putting that together, because I really felt like Big Boy reached out to him, and what I'm saying, and got that interview cracking. You know what I'm saying? Big Boy is somebody that's well respected through the hip hop culture. Well respected on the West Coast, been doing this thing for years, for years, and I think Big Boy don't get, um, he don't get, no, what's the word I'm looking for? He don't get his just due as much as he should. You know what I'm saying? Instead of niggas bigging up Adam 22 and No Jumper, they really should be bigging up Big Boy. He's somebody that's been holding the culture down for years, been on the West Coast, been doing his thing for years, and he really don't get his just due as much as he should. Straight up. And I would love to see more dope interviews from Big Boy, more dope content from Big Boy. But as much as niggas big up Adam 22 and no, should I say, whack jumper, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Uh, what them dudes do on their podcast, you know what I'm saying? All the accolades this weirdo get, or all the accolades y'all give him, they really should be giving that to Big Boy, because he's somebody that's been holding the culture down for years, been bigging up the culture, never heard him on no culture vulture shit. Never seen him do no weirdo shit. Ain't got no dirt or no smut on his name. And they really, and people should be bigging up Big Boy as much as they be bigging up Adam 16 straight up. And I will be the first to say it. All the allegations, all the bullshit that people overlook Adam for, they should really be giving that to Big Boy. Straight up. They really should be giving all of that to Big Boy. What it do, Aunt? My dog in the building. Oh, yeah, you already know, gang. ALB, for sure. Shout out to Neen, the whole gang. You feel me? Much love, man. Much love. But no, they really should be. All the accolades, all the bush, the BS they give Adam, they really should be giving that to Big Boy. And I'm here to say it. And you know what I'm saying? And I'm not even from the West Coast. You feel me? I just got a lot of love and a lot of respect. You know what I'm saying? For the West Coast, for LA, they really should be giving that to Big Boy, and he should have been getting it. You know what I'm saying? No dirt on his name, no smut on his name, not no man. Listen, Big Boy is the one that should be getting that love. You feel me? He the one that should be getting that. Straight up, he's the one that should be getting that. I don't care what nobody say. You know what I'm saying? He's somebody that's been holding the culture down for years. And I done just gained a new respect for Big Boy just for him doing that interview with Blacc Sam. You know what I'm saying? Because I know for a fact there's been a lot of people that's done hit up Sam to do interviews, and definitely they should. But for him to do it with somebody that's honorable, that's respectable, that show everybody love on the West Coast, East Coast, wherever, is, I just gained a whole new respect for um for Big Boy. Straight up, I always had respect for him. I remember seeing him in the scene, and I remember he was in Players Club back in the day, um just to see his growth. You know what I mean? But all that shine, they should, that people get Adam, it should be going to, you know it really should be going to Big Boy. You know what I mean? And he show a lot of love to everybody. And I know how deeply rooted he was rocking with Nipsey, because of what Nip, because how Nip was moving and the things Nip stood for. So just for that alone, you know what I'm saying, he should get a lot of love and respect. And you know what I'm saying, I think Big Boy get overlooked in a lot of situations. Yeah, most definitely. And man, he's somebody that's, you right, excuse me, that's been holding the West Coast down for years, way before this podcast shit took off. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, well, you name it, he's been doing it. You know what I'm saying? He's been well respected. And that interview showed me that, like, damn, and I even had to remember, like, damn, Big Boy has been doing this shit for a long time. For a long time. Way before social media, way before any of that. Way before anything. So for him to still be holding the West down, for him to still be, doing his thing on the West Coast is well respected, well loved, well needed. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to move to the West Coast. I swear. Like, that's all I be talking about and on my, you know what I'm saying, day to day, like for real, you know what I mean. But for him to get that interview out of Sam, and for him to really have that real sit down was well needed, well respected, uh, uh, well needed. I can't stress it enough. You know what I'm saying? Um, and you know, I think we're, maybe, Sam would maybe do another interview with somebody, but I don't really see him doing too many interviews with a lot of people. He was never the one that was really in the limelight. He was never, he was the businessman um, type of dude. He was really the business to Nip's success. Um, he was really um, the main. I won't say the main, but a huge piece of the huge piece of the puzzle of Nip's success. You know what I'm saying? Backing his brother um, on everything. You know what I mean? Um, Even him being part of the '60s. You know what I'm saying? And him doing what he was doing in the streets. I'm quite sure that he just motivated him and just wanted him to just focus on the music and stay out the way. You know what I'm saying? And I just love the respect that Blacc Sam has for his brother, the encouragement he gave him. You know what I'm saying? Um, Always having his brother back, and I think that's what we need to see. I think we needed to see that just because you have roadblocks in your life, you can still be great. You can still be somebody special. You could still be likable. Because I was hearing too, like what I got out of that was like they were some hustling ass dudes, from the T-shirts to the DVDs to the CDs to I didn't even know that they had a spot even selling the fake Jordans and stuff like that. And I remember years and years ago, me being from Detroit, it was a spot like that where dudes would go and get the fake Jordans and you know what I'm saying, and the fake whatever you could get your hands on. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Bootleg and whatever. You know, and what I took out of it was like they had many roadblocks, many throughout climbing the ladder. But they kept going. They kept striving. They kept getting up every day and making a way for themselves. They kept, you know, they head on a swivel, straight up. That's what I got out of it. They kept persevering. They just kept going. Nothing, even out of all the roadblocks, out of all the things that they went through, they just kept at it. They just kept going. They just kept grinding, kept believing in themselves. And you know what I'm saying? And that's what dudes or anybody need to see. Like, no matter what it is, no matter how many roadblocks you go through, no matter the ups and downs, you can still be something great. No matter if you go to jail and come out, no matter if you go back, you know what I'm saying? You can still get out. You can still be something great at the end of the day. You can still, you know, um, you can still be somebody special. You can still be somebody that's great. You know what I mean? Um, and that's something that we all needed to see, I believe. Hands down, that will go down as the best for me, one of the best, probably the best interview of this year, straight up. You know what I'm saying? I know we got a couple more months for this year. You know what I'm saying? The clock is winding down. It's election year, and that's another thing. Like, I think Nip would have been somebody that would have been a part of this election race. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get the youngsters out there to vote and really talking to them. Well, why do you vote for this person? Do you know? I can hear him. I can hear him saying like, "Well, I'm voting for so and so." Okay, well, do what's making you vote for this person? You know what I'm saying? Do you know what they represent? Have you read this? Have you read this? Or have you read that? And you know what I'm saying? I could really see him somebody that was could have been on, one of those panels just speaking to the people. You know what I'm saying? He really remind me of like our modern day Tupac, our modern day Huey Newton, our modern day Bobby Seale, our modern day, Malcolm X. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. Our modern day Martin Luther King Jr. Um, and he was really like that for real. You know what I'm saying? Where his mind was, his mind would have been even more to this day. His mind would have been even more sharper and even more, um, even more deeper than what it was then to now. So, long live Nip. Salute Blacc Sam. Salute Big Boy for doing an amazing interview. You know what I'm saying? And is that was something that was well needed. I think that was something that was well needed. It was very inspirational. It was very. It just showed me to be more independent, more um, tech savvy, more fearless, more heartless. You know what I'm saying? Show no fear. You know, no matter what it is, keep going. No matter, what I'm saying? No matter whatever it is that you're going through life, you can always be great. You know what I'm saying? You can always tie your shoe and do something new. You feel me? A OG always told me that, like, you know what I'm saying? Always tie your shoe and do something new. You feel me? You know what I mean? And that's just saying that no matter what it is, you can always be a champion. No matter how many times you get knocked out, no matter how many times you get knocked down, always get up and dust yourself off and keep going, and always make sure that you stay true to yourself and stay dedicated and stay on the grind, no matter, even doing YouTube. You feel me? No matter what it is that you're doing, no matter if you rapping, singing, dancing, acting, um, sports, whatever it is you love to do, whatever you put your mind to, you can always be great at whatever you're doing, no matter what it is. You know, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Um, at Tay Luciano 88. You know what I'm saying? Sub up to the channel if you haven't subbed up. I'm gonna try to go live again later. It's been a lot of things going on in these YouTube streets. It's been a lot going on in the hip hop culture. You know what I'm saying? But make sure y'all subscribe to the channel Tay Luciano 88. Hopefully you'll tap back in with y'all later on. Peace.